We harvested a bunch of kale today. Goes all the way down a 6-foot table. We harvested a bunch of kale last night. Today I'm going to be putting it in the freezer. I'm going to make some soup and I'm going to cut some up for our birds. I haven't froze kale before. This will be the first time. We only had like one kale plant last year and the goats kept eating it. So this is like our first real big kale harvest. I'm not sure if we're gonna like it frozen. We'll see. Even if we don't like it, then we can throw it to our birds throughout the winter and then they can have like a little treat with their grain. This whole box is full of kale. So I have a lot of work to do. So you can cut the leaves off, cut this out. I like to just rip them off, and then later I'm gonna cut these all up and feed them to our birds. And then I'm just going to rip it up, and you can totally use a knife and a cutting board. I have it out here just in case I would like to use it. After I cut it up, I'm just gonna put it in my sink full of water. I'm gonna do this until my sink is full, and then we'll move on to the next step. And like I said, I haven't done this before, so this is all just stuff I read online. I have a good amount in this sink. It's not full, but I want to leave room to like swish it around with my hands and make sure I'm getting it really clean. Oh shoot, splashing water everywhere. And then I'm just gonna take it off, and this is my salad spinner. It does say that you want to not have as much moisture on it when you put it in the freezer bags, and it recommended spinning them out. I do label all of the stuff that I put in the freezer. I'm doing it in bags that recommended not doing it in jars. But I'm just putting that it's raw, and then the month and the year. I'm labeling it as raw just in case we want to try blanching some. And then we'll know which is which so we can see which one we like the most. Next, I'm just going to put some in the bag. And you can freeze these on a cookie sheet for like a half hour or an hour and then put them in the bag so they won't like clump together. But I have noticed that it doesn't matter with vegetables. You can kind of just rip out the amount that you need and then leave the rest in there. So this is what the first bag looks like. I might put a little bit more in here. It feels kind of thin. I do like to lay all my stuff down flat like this and stack on top of it. I feel like it gives me more room in my freezer. So I got 7 bags of kale out of that box of kale. Some of the end packages I started doing thicker because it was just going to take up too much bags. So some of them are thicker. They do puff up more than I would like, but it is what it is. That is going to be it for this video.